Hello, good afternoon. This is Diecast Looney. I hope you're all doing well. And this week I thought rather than just show the weekly premium piece, I thought I'd also show a recent 5-pack. So this week it's not only going to be a weekly premium piece, but it's going to be a 5-pack. So anyway, we'll get straight into it. I think we'll take a look at the 5-pack first. There it is. So this is one that I've been after for a while. Let's put the camera up in usual fashion, so we can see it possibly all in its glory. So yeah, it is the MBX City Drivers 2. It was these two I was specifically after. The rest aren't bad. I'm not really into helicopters, but anyway, less of the chat and more of the open. So I'm just looking a second. I'm going to open it. I'll get my little scissors out and I'm going to cut it across the top of here if I can. These scissors are a bit small. This is a trick I learned off of Tyrone from building the ultimate matchbox car collection. At the moment I've got an issue with storage, so by cutting that piece off there you should be able to pop this open, pull them out, and then you can put them back away again and seal it back up. Anyway, let's get on with the car. So start off with the helicopter, bit of zoom on, and I have got a helicopter very similar to this in another 5-pack. I think it's a vintage military 5-pack, funnily enough. I'm not 100% sure because this bit should pull out. There you go. So again, great playability for the youngsters. If you're into helicopters, that's great too, but like I said, it's not really my thing, so I'm not going to touch upon that for too long. So that is the MBX helicopter. Then I think this is a Chevy, is it a Chevy Caprice? I've got this in one or two different liveries now, and it's not a bad casting, but I've just got too many of them. So it is, there will be two. Let's have a little look. Yeah, Chevy Caprice, classic police car. It's pretty cool. Now I think it was Charles from Charles Diecast Garage that I seen this on, and like I said, I've been keeping my eye out for it for a while and haven't been able to come across it, and then yesterday I was lucky enough to find it. This piece ain't too bad. I actually quite like fire engine castings. I have quite a few fire engine castings. There you go, Metro Fire Department, and number 2, there we go, that's the underneath. Is that pierced arrow? Let's get a closer look. Pierced arrow. That's actually quite an old American car make, pierced arrow. So that is obviously copied of the real thing. But yeah, they made some very quality cars back in the 30s and 40s, I believe. I haven't seen too many trucks by that make, but that's quite interesting. But yeah, it's not too bad. So that is that. And then the pieces that I was after. So I believe this one is a GMC Wrecker. I do have quite the Wrecker collection coming on now. That doesn't really move. It's just a bit flexible because it's plastic, I believe. There's a little bit of flex there. But this is pretty cool. I like the livery. It's got that sort of classic vibe to it. And I may in the future just dress up this front and maybe give the whole thing a weathered look. As I said, I don't mind the livery on it. So, bit of a... the hook doesn't move. It's a shame really, because like if you look at so pieces of old, give a classic example of an original matchbox back in the day. Forget the fact it's metal, but they had swinging hooks. And again, I've got other ones I could pull out to hand, but I haven't got them to hand. That, you know, are from the 90s, and even their hooks would move. So that is a little bit of cheaping out. I know they got to try and keep costs down, but what does it cost to really make it so that part could move? But then again, I suppose it comes down to safety with little children. I don't know. But anyway, I'm digressing. This is a cool casting. I like this casting. Like I said, I got a thing about wrecker trucks and tow trucks. And then this, which is the believe it is the 89 Chevy Blazer 4x4. I'm not even showing it, I'm reading the box. But again, great casting. Loved this casting as a kid. Let me just go and get my other one, bear with me. And I'm back. So this is an original version, back from the 80s. This was a police car in white. And when I restored this, I obviously stripped it, painted it, and I had all the intentions of getting some fire engine tampos and never did get round to it because I was going to turn it into like a fire chief car, put some modern MBX wheels on it, and made a little aerial like they used to have out of an old glue, super glue little tube. But I like it. It never did get finished, but I still like it, and I don't have any other examples of it. I haven't yet come across one of these in good condition, and they're not that rare a casting, but I do like them. And then there's this new version which is pretty cool. So there you go, Chevy Blazer 4x4, blah 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 blah. That's a 2016 excuse me. Whereas this one, now this one will probably be harder to. There you go, Chevy Blazer, and if I get a bit of extra zoom, 83 copyright on this particular piece. But anyway, it is a casting I like, it is a casting I collect if I see it. But now, if you look, they actually, even though the older one has the exact same wheels. Anyway, again, going off the program. So anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So recently I've done pretty good for picking up basic Matchbox. So anyway, so that is the 5-pack. Let's move that out of the way and then take a look at the premium for this week's episode. So we just grab down into my box, a little box of cars here, and I think I'm going to take a look at this Chevy. So one from Johnny Lightning again. It is one of, I think that's supposed to be 10,318, so more of a normal restock. That's what they're getting like now, more of the higher numbers. I've got a couple more pieces left from the box of premiums that I bought not all that long ago, but I've decided I'm only going to do one this week, and I'm going to do another one next week, and I'll have to, got a couple more weeks to go. But anyway, let's take a look at this, a closer look. So it is the 1950, got some reflection going on. It's the 1950 Chevrolet 3100 pickup in white. So I'm sure you've all seen it before, but there is the details if you're interested. Let's get a bit of extra zoom on for those at care. So pretty cool. And I've actually got a friend that's got one of these in a sort of weathered look. Now if I remember, that's got a wonky tyre. Let me just straighten this tyre out a second. That's alright, I can do that. There we go. It's a bit better. These are 2-piece wheels and they need to seat properly. So anyway, so there it is. Quite a weighty piece. Obviously it is, as we all know, metal on metal. My camera's not enjoying it. There is the underneath while we're at it. Got the leaf springs, which is a nice bit to see. The exhaust goes right down the back. It looks like, I believe, are they plastic bumpers? Yeah, they're plastic bumpers. There's the front. So pretty cool. Again, separate butt, the back butt unit. The back of the truck. It is a butt. We call them butts over here, but yeah, that sounded bad. Butt unit. The back of the truck is a separate piece. Got opening tailgate there. You've got that sort of wood effect, which they would have had back in the day, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get that back up and take a look at the engine. So the engine, I believe, is a straight 6. They weren't all V8s. If I can get a bit extra zoom on, we'll be able to see it. So there we go, not the most detailed engine in the world, but nonetheless it is pretty cool. So anyway, that's not a bad casting. And I've actually got some hubcaps like that from the GMC version from about 1950 on my wall, and they are massive. But so anyway, let's get the zoom off. So that is this week's video. Zoom out a bit more maybe. So quite happy with the 5-pack. Like I said, a couple of the cars I'm not so fussed about. It was mainly these two, but like I said, it is definitely a good 5-pack. There's the premium piece. Let's get the one I restored in the background. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more 5-packs. And obviously Vintage Matchbox Mondays episode, weekly premium. And I'm hoping, I'm just looking like I'm actually going to be able to do it. I'm pretty much going to be able to show a custom this Friday. It is almost done. And I've just got one more thing to do, and I'm actually going to have a Friday night custom for the first time in quite a while, so I'm looking forward to finishing that. Anyway, thank you all for watching, take care, see you soon.